Love to a guy with a bag. What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some brains and some range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got it, how I did it. Yeah. Spin the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even when it's fine, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You can have heavyweight. I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. Ooh, I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. You step on, spin, move, and zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. You step on, spin, move, and zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
This is Mixon on the draw, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's got Gresham. And he will have a Ravens first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
At the 46-yard line, a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to work his way down to the 16.
The handoff.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now Joe Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Colts nothing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Taylor. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Take over 1st.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Score, Ravens 10, Colts nothing.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A first down carry for Barkley.
Number 26.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Barkley. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 40-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They'll run with Barkley, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
He's now 3rd and 13.
They'll drop the throw. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenneth Murray drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes our score 17-0. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, here's Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This is Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's a run with Mixon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
On second down, here's Barkley. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's good.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 42-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Mixon with a first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
The 39-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Now they run with Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Devin Bush.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
At the Colts 3-yard line.
Jackson going to run. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Jackson. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
4th down and goal.
And his kick here is good. And that will swell the lead to 16.
23.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Taking a deep shot here. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29.
That's good.
A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 40 yards.
9-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. at the 29-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. Now it's Barkley, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11.
At the 14.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Another try for Barkley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Here's Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
No gain on the play.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Wishnowsky on to punt as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The give to Taylor. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Jonathan Taylor.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check, 59.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Ravens 30, Colts 13.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
Josh Lambo lining up.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score. Ravens 30.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down. Mixon. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Mixon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
The kick is no good. That keeps the score. Ravens 30.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where